So I want to talk about what a simple house does, and the best way I can do that is through a story. So there's one woman that we serve, and she's not the easiest person to get along with. A lot of times we'll go to her door and we'll knock, and we hear her yell through the door for us to go away and to come back at some other time. But one time we went to go see her, and her daughter moved out of her house. She moved to Virginia, and her grandson was with her. And she was really worried about her grandson, and she wanted to send him a care package. So we went to the store and we bought like Oreo cookies and Doritos and like big packs of juice. And it all came to like $30, and then we packaged it up in like this huge box, and we brought it to the post office and we mailed it to them. And it was going like 2 hours away, but it cost like $30 to also mail the package. And in my head, it was just like the most inefficient thing that we could do. I was like, why didn't we just send them like a gift card? I was doing ministry with Ryan that day, and he said, this might just be the thing that gets her into heaven. And I feel like that really illustrated to me like what we do at a simple house, because if our job was just to meet people's material needs, then what we were doing was like not very efficient at all. But what we're really trying to do is to adjust the spiritual needs of people, because I think it's easy to forget like the very real fact that we all will die at some point, and then we're either going to go to heaven or we're going to go to hell. And like that is what we should be the most concerned about for people, and like what we care about when we say that we care about people. I found like in my experience in the inner city in DC, there's this sort of paralysis where people feel that living a Christian life is not attainable for them, and that they're not good and it's worthless to try to be better. People, they can't see their sins, or they can see them but they can't see their way out of them. So either way, they're kind of stuck and they need a push to get out. But the thing is, like, you can't force people to go to God. Like, there's a lot of efforts for evangelization that aren't necessarily that effective, like thinking of big billboards on the side of the road that say, like, Christ is coming, and, like, have you repented, and Jesus loves you. And I don't know if they mean anything to anyone, because I feel like that message has to be more personal, and it has to come from somebody who cares about you. So that's what we do in our ministry, is we go to people where they are, and we go to their homes, and we go to their neighborhoods, and we meet them personally, and we become their friends, and we care about them, and we try to bring that message of Christ to them. And that looks a lot of different ways, like reading the Bible with people, or taking them to Mass, or just like sitting and telling stories and talking, or coloring, or running errands. I guess on one level what we're doing is we are meeting these material needs that exist amongst the poor in Southeast DC, but then on another level, like what we're ultimately trying to do is to help people get to heaven.